Well, hi. It's Marilyn Price on the Mentor Channel Project. This is my good friend, the boa constrictor. Last time I told the story with this one, it was his name was Crichter, but this is not Crichter. Today's constrictor, boa constrictor, doesn't have a name. Should we give you a name? You don't want a name. You want me to tell the name of the story, though? Excellent. The name of the story is The Day That Jimmy's Boa Ate the Wash. If you can see, I have the story hanging out to tell, which is a little bit different than hanging out to dry. If you do not know this story, it was written in 1980 by Trinka Hakes Noble, and the pictures by a really famous illustrator named Steven Kellogg. Look him up. You're going to like his stuff. So I decided I was going to tell this story with hangers, clothes hangers. Now, for those of you who have never hung your clothes out to dry in a line, it smells so good when you get fresh air, clean clothes. So these are the, believe it or not, the new form. They now come in plastic. No fun at all. Wood is the way to go. And the older ones, oh, you're going to love these, come already looking like a puppet. There they are. And what you do is you do your laundry. You wash, maybe you even washed by the stream or outside, or you washed inside, whatever you did. But you didn't have a dryer. What you wanted to do is hang your clothes on a line, not with ones like us, the light here, but on a line. So what we're going to do, though, is make two characters, neither, by the way, of which is Jimmy, but a young lady and her mama. So what I've done is already make them, but show you how to make one of these. These are called, as you undoubtedly remember, because I use them all the time, craft sticks, formerly known as pipe cleaners. I'm going to make it, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this first. I'm going to wrap it around what becomes the character's neck. Fabulous, because it has a head, body, and feet. And then these are way too long, so I could do a bunch of things. For example, I could fold it over, give her a nice strong arm, or him, I haven't made it yet. And then we have an elbow, right? And then this one, just to make it around the same length, fold the elbow here. So you can wave. Hello, audience. How you doing today? And look at that. Turn it around so that we have two legs, a head, a body. And now we have arms. Of course, you can decorate it. Everybody knows that's easy. You just take a Sharpie because you want it to last forever, especially if you're going to use it to hang out the wash. And because I'm such a good student here, I shut that so tight it was hard to open up. I'm going to give it a couple of eyes. You see that? I'll put it a little closer. Now, you could do a whole bunch of things. So, like, for example, give buttons on its shirt. Immediately now we know it has a shirt. And we can even give him a belt. Like that. And now we even have pants. Maybe shoes. You want shoes? You want? Okay. He wants to go running after the show. Fantastic. Now, there he is. He is going to have one curl on the top of his head. And that, my friends, is how you take one of these amazing clothes hangers, not like a hanger, and make it into a character. All right, can we use him in our story today? You're in the new story. You want a new story next time. Sounds great. Now, we do have a couple other characters in our story. So I took a ever-handy cow head and put it on one of these clips. So if I wanted to wear it for lovely jewelry, so I'd always know where, I could have a cow boot. What do you think? Cow boutonniere? So lovely. All right, I think, I did bring along one of these because I talked about them. These were called pipe cleaners because they were. And what you do is, if you smoked a pipe, you would clean it out by putting one of these. They're very bristly. Not anywhere near as much fun as our crafty ones here. So I don't need these for our story. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to clean up my space so we can tell the story together. Cow. And these are all the kids going on their outing with their friend Billy, who brought along his boa. And doesn't everyone? And then we come on a bus. First, we have to go to the end of the story. But what I think I'll do is I'm going to turn off these lovely hangers, these distracting lights. So we introduce you once more time to this book, The Day Jimmy's Boa Ate the Wash. Take down my wash, which is a book, and it'll look a really beautiful storybook illustrations by Steven Kellogg. So superb. All right, if you are ready, as I am, we're going to tell our story, as always, together. So, and then maybe I'll do a load of wash. Let me put my cow away. It's very cool because you can hang them up anywhere. All right, here we go. The story starts with a conversation, and in its telling, we actually are going backwards in time, which is a really good way to get us to the punchline. So I'm going to dedicate this story to anyone who has ever gone on a field trip, who, even though they had a wonderful time, didn't exactly tell it that way. Because everyone, I think probably everyone in this whole community of listeners goes home one day or to a meeting or an office and someone says, "How was your day?" And you might say, "It's all right." But it was really way more exciting than that once you begin to recall it. So that is how our story starts. And let me introduce you to the mama in the story. Her hair was made of wrapping ribbon, just curled around the scissors, and the rest she was made just like I showed you before. Okay, and as I told you before, interesting, the main character doesn't have a name throughout the whole story. So that's the way we're going to leave it. How was your class trip to the farm? Oh, boring, kind of dull. Oh, until the cow started crying. A cow crying? Yeah, you see, a haystack fell on her. But a haystack doesn't fall over. It does if a farmer crashes into it with his tractor. Oh, come on. A farmer wouldn't do that. He would if he were too busy yelling at the pigs to get off the school bus. What were the pigs doing on the school bus? Eating our lunch. Why were they eating your lunch? Because they ran out of food. They didn't have anything to eat. But why didn't they have anything to eat? Well, because we ran out of eggs. You ran out of eggs. Yes, we were throwing them. But why were you throwing them? Because of the boa constrictor. The boa constrictor? Yes. Jimmy brought his boa constrictor on to the farm. But why? Well, he wanted his boa constrictor to meet all the other animals. Well, that makes sense, but what was the boa constrictor doing when he got there? Well, he went in to see the chickens. He went in to see the chickens? Yeah, but the chickens didn't like it. Well, I would imagine not. So what did they do? They started squawking and flapping, and then when one was running high up into the air, it dropped an egg. Oh, and it smashed on the ground? No, it landed all over Jenna's head. Ew. It was yucky. Yeah, that was yucky. What did she do? Well, she thought that Tommy threw it at her. So I got it. She picked up an egg and threw it back. She did. And then what happened? Well, she ducked and it hit Marianne. Oh no, I know what happened now. You do? Sure. Everybody started to throw eggs all over. Is that right? It's right. You know everything, Mom. Moms do, right? Well, so then eggs were flying, and then you ran out of eggs, and then you threw the pig's corn, right? Right again. Oh, wow, this turns out to be a pretty exciting trip. Well, we never found out. Well, why? Well, because there was a big scream. Well, who screamed? Why, the farmer's wife, of course. And why did she scream? Because of the boa constrictor. Do you know what happened? No, I told you. We had to get onto the bus. Oh, I bet Jimmy was really sad because now he didn't have his boa constrictor. Oh no, he was fine. How? Well, one of the pigs stayed on the bus, so now Jimmy has a pig for a pet. Oh, well, that makes perfect sense. So it sounds to me like you had a pretty exciting trip to the farm. It was all right if you like school bus trips. And that's what happens when you hang out with friends at the farm and someone brings along a boa constrictor. So the next time you go on a trip of any sort or have a great day at school and someone says to you, "How was your day?" Think a little bit deeper about how your day was, because maybe it wasn't as dull as you may think it is. I thank you for coming. This is Marilyn Price with the Mentor Project, telling stories, helping you make characters out of things that even help around the house and putting them on a school bus, just like this one. Have a great day, a day of great. And don't forget, tell somebody a story. I think I will turn the lights back on so we can have a bright and shiny day. And shouldn't that be the truth?